Hey, what's up guys? It's Toxic here. I have Frey gameplay in the background before you ask in the comments what game that is. Last time I used Frey gameplay, you guys are curious what that game was. It's Frey, it's on Roblox. I'm pretty sure it's on the featured page. I'm not sure if when this video is out it'll be there. Yeah, it is there. Okay, never mind, sorry. I was told that it was going to be there, and like I was told this a few days ago and I just never bothered to check if it was there. Anyway, I'm gonna get straight into it. Our first comment is from Stubborn. Classic players are annoying. Also, just in case you're curious, if I leave a heart on your comment on a reply to one of these, I'm probably going to be using it in a video, just so you guys know if you made it or not. Because I don't really have a way of choosing things as of right now. I just pick stuff I can kind of talk about and, add something to the conversation about it. Or, kind of give my perspective, which I could do with a lot of these, but I tend to go for the more interesting ones. Anyway, now that I got that out of the way, classic players are annoying. I don't really agree with that statement as much as I want to say classic players kind of have their own, what's the word? They have their own vision about Roblox, and I mean, I guess you can consider me one of the classic players in a way, because I really like things to be simple and the way it was back in the old days of Roblox. I don't really like the new direction Roblox is headed, and that's kind of my opinion on the entire matter of Roblox's current direction. And I guess you could consider me a classic player if you're using that regard, especially because I've been playing for God knows how many years at this point. But yeah. Yeah, I guess they're annoying. Some are annoying. I'm not gonna argue that, but generalizing it, I don't really agree, because there are plenty of people actually who have been around for many years, and they don't have the same view as me. They think that the new direction is pretty good. A good example is Kaneko Kid, and he actually kind of likes the new direction, and I agree. I kind of have to respect his opinion. But anyway, next up, I'm going to I was gonna pick one, but whatever. I'm just gonna go down the list. Roblox YouTubers are faking their pranks and expose videos. I honestly haven't seen much of this. Personally, the drama I see is usually actual drama between people. I know because I end up seeing a bunch of fights on Discord, going back and forth in my Discord server, and I don't like it. So yeah, please stop drama, YouTubers. But yeah, I don't think it's fake. I think it's real, but they just make it public, probably for views. I don't understand why they make their drama public. I never did, and I never will, but that's whatever. Okay, hold on. I want to clarify that point just a little bit more. It's like, if it's like a private matter between two people, I don't see why it needs to, be a public matter if it's just between two people. But if it were to, be, public thing, like a big public thing, then yeah, I can see why it's, you get my point. Next up, any new limited has way too many in stock. I don't want to say any, but I do agree. A lot of them have too many in stock. And, I mean, a perfect example, if you go to catalog, you go to collectibles, all collectibles, and then you go to recently updated, you can see Midsummer Horns are still not off sale, and they've been on sale since the Midsummer. Jesus. The Infernal Undead thing hasn't even sold 1,000 yet. Jesus. Playful Vampire. I mean, it did really well, but it did have 20,000 in stock. So, and then Radioactive Beast mode has 5,000 in stock. Point being, there's just a lot of stock and a lot of new items, and I don't know. I think they overdo it way too much, but sometimes they do manage to find a decent margin. Like for Playful Vampire, you can't deny that it was a decent margin, or a decent place to put the stock, because they saw the success of Super Happy Face. It was cheap to begin with a lot in stock, and it kind of just kept growing and growing and growing. Now, next up, I'm featured direct. I haven't been reading these names. I'm sorry, but I'm bad at this YouTube stuff. Featured direct says, I have some ideas. I'm gonna go through all three because why not? Jailbreak is overrated. I don't know about that. I think that it's popular for a reason. I think that to some kids it actually has replay value. Not to me, of course. I'm not a big fan of Jailbreak. I don't think it takes a genius to know that. But I mean, I can definitely see the appeal and I can see why it's popular. Overrated, I think that's a little bit of a stretch considering we are talking about Roblox. We're not talking about something like Call of Duty where it's like you could just grab any title and say it's overrated for X, Y, and Z. Jailbreak is kind of like it has a child fan base, so you can't really just get mad at the players for overhyping it, overrating it, or whatever, because it's just children, dude. Old Roblox is not as good as you think. You take that back. You know you're wrong. You really do know you're wrong, right? I went back to the Wayback Machine. I went back to 2010, and it felt amazing. I miss 2010 Roblox layout. Please, Roblox, bring it back. Please. Alright, I didn't mean to get close to the mic and be super loud if that was loud, but I just wanted to emphasize a point. Next up, Roblox gears are useless. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember the last time owning a gear on Roblox actually did anything for me in game. I feel like gears are a relic of their time, or a product of their time rather. I don't want to call them antiques. Mostly because they still make gears, I think, right? Do they still make gears? I actually want to know now. Does Roblox still make gears? All gear. Recently updated. Oh, they made a gear and it says new on it, so it's been out in the past week. Awesome. But I feel like gears, they don't really do anything anymore because no developer leaves them on. But back in the days when you could use your own gear in games and like developers allowed it, it was, pretty useful and it was pretty cool. And I mean, you could bring your own gear in and you could have a nice fight. I remember early on in my Roblox, journey, I found this game by a dude called Platty08, I believe it was. I'm actually going to fact check. Yeah, it's Platty08. This dude had a game called Choose a Team and Build Their Fort. Now, obviously it doesn't function anymore. The last time it was updated, it was in 2012. But you could bring any gear you want. Like, you could bring military gear, melee gear, range gear, explosive gear, and transport gear. And, this was back when games had genres, so this would be under the military genre. And, you just chose a team, you built a fort, and you fought people. Simple concept. You brought your own gear. I remember when the R Orb came out in, like, 2013 or 2014. I think it was 2013. I'm gonna Google that. I'm doing a lot of research in this video. Where's the Roblox? Come on, Roblox Wiki. I need you right now. November 2012. I remember that, actually. I remember, like, December, I actually bought that, and I would just, fly around. And, like, with the Kamehameha thing from Dragon Ball that they blatantly stole, it was really overpowered. You could just, like, build it up and shoot it across the map, like, through a wall, and then they wouldn't expect a thing, because most people didn't have volume on back then. So it would just, like, destroy them through the wall, and it would be just crazy. It was a really fun game. But again, like, it's just the time. Gears have really become useless due to time and the fact that there hasn't been much, support in terms of making it a game, or a thing where you can bring it in-game and all of that. Next up, Roblox is removing instead of adding forums, tickets, etc. When was the last time they even added in an update? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. They do add things in quite a bit. The Roblox client gets updated every once in a while. I mean, yeah, I can't really give more information other than, they constantly update the client to make sure it's running, I guess. I don't understand these client updates at all, honestly. Sure, they removed the forums and tickets, but, I mean, you can't deny that they have done some decent things as well. And they've added decent things as well. But next up, I'm gonna get to two more. Spanish people in English servers are annoying as frick. You see, the thing here is that you're actually basing the Spanish people in English servers thing It's not like based off of what language you speak. It's actually based off of where you are in the world, I'm pretty sure. Because most of the time when I play Roblox, I have a really low ping, meaning that I'm on a server that's close to me. I mean, I could be wrong, and like all these servers are somehow connected in some weird way where I can be playing with someone across the globe. I mean, sure, I've joined my Australian friends on Roblox, and I did have pretty high ping. So I do think that the servers are actually kind of geo based. I think that's the term thing for it, where it's based off your location. Again, I could be completely wrong, but from my experience, that's what Roblox seems to be. And I mean, either way, I don't know. If you don't want to see people speaking Spanish, you could close the chat or something. I don't know. It just never bothered me, mostly because I've been trying to work on getting my Spanish game back up. So I've been just trying to translate it in my head, and then I, Google Translate it, and, I see, is my Spanish game getting stronger? The last one for today, and if you didn't get featured today, you could re-comment your comments on the next post I make, and I'm gonna go through. If it's the same people that I chose, like, I'm gonna make sure I don't choose the same people over and over. At least not in a row, because that'd be kind of unfair. But I'm gonna go for more interesting ones next time. But the last one I'm gonna be talking about today, you should have gotten a 1 to 14 day ban. A straight termination was unfair. A detail I don't know if you know. I was actually banned for 3 days. And then I refreshed, because I was making a video on the topic, talking about me getting banned, and it said account deleted, and this was when I decided to hit up my friend Fave. If you guys don't know who Fave is, he's another YouTuber, and I made a video with him talking about the ban, and he was pointing out how the ban was really unfair and biased. This was one of the only videos on my channel that had swearing in it, but I took it down literally like less than a day after I put it up, because I didn't really want that on the channel. But yeah, basically the details are, I uploaded a decal, I got a 3-day ban, it escalated to a deletion, saying that my behavior has been inappropriate and therefore I have been terminated. I've made videos talking about why I think that my ban was completely out of bias in the first place, because I hadn't gotten a warning or a ban in about 2 years, 3 years, something like that, before that ban. And even then, most of my stuff were just warnings, because if you guys remember the Roblox About Me page, I don't even remember if it's still on Roblox. Let me see. Yeah, it's still there, the About Me page. I would copy and paste lyrics from songs I was listening to and put it there. A good example is a Kanye West song called Power. This was back in like 2013, I want to say. I didn't notice it had the D word in it, and it got me a 1-day ban. That was probably my most recent ban prior to that. As far as I can remember, that was the most recent ban anyway. But I hadn't gotten banned in at least a year and a half before I got terminated. Which, I guess, yeah, I can agree. It is pretty unfair, but I guess it could be much worse. I mean, they did delete a bunch of my old accounts, like Termination, that was a 2012 one I was actually planning on moving to after the termination. That's why I was streaming on it. I was planning on keeping that as my main account, but they decided to delete that as well. I made a new account, ISO Quackity HQ. No. I don't remember what it was, but it was like Isotoxic is hot, I think. I think that's actually the name of the account I used. It had something to do in reference to Quackity HQ. Isotoxic is hot. Yeah, that's the account I used, and it joined on the day I got banned. But point being that it could have been much worse. They could have gotten rid of all of my accounts, and I wouldn't even have Who's Toxic, which used to be Hopingly. And I kind of want to go back to that name now, but whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a pretty long video compared to usual. I'm sorry. I'll try to keep it short next time. I know a 14-minute video from Toxic is too long. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, comment pineapples. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.